What do you think about the celebrities that have forgiven Ellen DeGeneres? Hey, I'm your host Bridget Shields, and let's take a look at the top 10 celebrities who still support her to this day. Number 10, Kevin Hart. The comedian has made more than a dozen appearances on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and so he was pretty quick to come out in support of her following the controversies. Quote, "It's crazy to see my friend go through what she's going through publicly. I have known Ellen for years, and I can honestly say that she's one of the dopest people on the effing planet. She has treated me and my family and my team with love and respect from day one." Kevin went on to say that society is falling in love with people's downfalls, and that it's honestly sad. "When did we get here? I stand by the ones that I know and I love, looking forward to the future where we can get back to loving one another. This hate has to stop." It's worth noting that Kevin is not without a history of his own public scandals, and actually appeared on the Ellen Show in 2018 after being fired from hosting the Oscars, after a series of his homophobic tweets from 2008 resurfaced online. Kevin then went on the Ellen Show and she explained to him about the danger of using those words, and how language like that can lead to hate crimes. So considering that both of them have been through career-ending scandals of their own, it makes sense that they would stick up for one another. Number 9, Diane Keaton. If you've seen any interview with the Annie Hall actress, she's pretty much known for her honest, unpredictable, and charismatic approach to answering straightforward questions. Basically the epitome of a great talk show guest. So she pretty much went along with Ellen's antics every time she was on the show, and was totally fine answering private questions about her love and sex life. The two of them had some great banter and chemistry on screen, so it was no surprise when Keaton spoke out in support of her in an Instagram post. Quote, "I always enjoyed my visits to the Ellen Show, and I've seen how the audience exudes happiness and gratitude. She gives back to so many, including me." She also shared a photo of her 2018 visit to the show. But just because Keaton was okay with her behavior doesn't mean other guests were. Like when Mariah Carey went on in 2008 and Ellen basically forced her to announce her pregnancy to the world. The sad thing was that Mariah had actually had a miscarriage shortly after the interview, and has since revealed that the moment on the show made her extremely uncomfortable. So clearly not everyone was fine with Ellen's invasion of privacy. Number 8, Katy Perry. The pop star took to Twitter to defend Ellen and shared a positive message about her in a series of tweets. Quote, "I know I can't speak for anyone else's experience besides my own, but I want to acknowledge that I have only ever had positive takeaways from my time with Ellen and on the Ellen Show." She also referenced the fact that she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the United States, by President Obama in 2016, mostly because of her LGBTQ+ activism. Katy said, "I think we all have witnessed the light and continual fight for equality that she has brought to the world through her platform for decades. Sending you love and a hug, my friend." The singer has appeared on the Ellen Show many times throughout the years, discussing everything from her musical career to her love life. But she was quick to receive a ton of backlash from her own followers after the tweets, pointing out that the allegations she was attempting to defend Ellen from were made by her staff, so everyday people and not multi-millionaire guests like herself. Besides, how close can the two of them really be? I mean, everyone remembers that cringe-inducing episode where Ellen forgot Katy used to be married, even though she was the one who gave her wedding presents on the show only a few years earlier. Number 7, Scooter Braun. The record executive who has managed Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber described Ellen as a kind, thoughtful, courageous human being, and accused people of tearing her down because they love to take shots at people. Braun spoke highly of the talk show host in a series of tweets. Quote, "They love to see people fall. How quickly so many forget. Ellen is a kind, thoughtful, courageous human being who stands for what is right and highlights on her show the best of us. She has helped change the views for equality." He added that he needed to say this as he knows firsthand how she helps so many when we are watching and when we are not, and that she's not just about what is popular but what is right, and finished the message by sending love to her. Now that would be a sweet show of support if not for the fact that Scooter Braun essentially stole Taylor Swift's own music from her and sold the master rights to her first 6 albums in a deal worth $300 million. Since the scandal broke, in Taylor's own words, the public knows him to be an incessant, manipulative bully. So why is it up to him to decide who has morals and who doesn't? Number 6, Ashton Kutcher. Longtime viewers of the Ellen DeGeneres show know how close Ellen and Ashton Kutcher are, so it wasn't a surprise when he tweeted, "I haven't spoken with Ellen and can only speak from my own experience. She and her team have only treated me and my team with respect and kindness. She never pandered to celebrity, and I always saw her with a refreshing honesty. When things weren't right, she handles it and fixes it. But fans really let him have it and pointed out that Ashton himself is a celebrity, so he likely couldn't know how she treats people that aren't famous. He actually responded to that by saying Ellen's kindness has extended to both his teams and people that she didn't even know that he works with. Another user hit back and said, "Too bad her staff doesn't have teams," to which he replied, "No, but they are a part of one, and those individuals should be held accountable." But Ashton might be a little biased when it comes to Ellen, considering the fact that not only are they good friends, but they're actually neighbors. That's right, in 2018, the actor revealed that he and his wife Mila Kunis are neighbors with Ellen and her wife Portia De Rossi. So make of that what you will. Number 5. Jay Leno. The former stand-up comedian and late-night talk show host of NBC's The Tonight Show shared a message in support of his longtime friend via Twitter. Quote, "I don't discard a 40-year friendship on hearsay. The Ellen I know has raised over $125 million for charity and has always been a kind and decent person. I fully support her." In fact, the two of them do seem to have a lot in common, especially when it comes to their rise to fame. Leno hosted The Tonight Show for 17 years, between 1992 and 2009, which is a very lengthy run when it comes to talk shows, something that Ellen still has yet to surpass. In fact, they have been friends and colleagues for nearly 4 decades, and Leno first met Ellen when she was just breaking into the stand-up comedy scene. Quote, "It was a really big deal that I was working with Jay Leno, and that I was on the poster with him. He signed it, 'See you at the top.' It made me feel so, oh my god, he thinks I'm gonna make it to the top." To which Leno said, "I always thought you were really funny because comedy is comedy." Number 4. Octavia Spencer. The Hidden Figures actress wrote a kind and supportive message about the talk show host amid the scandal, but welcomed various opinions in an Instagram photo that she shared following the news. The caption read, "All of my interactions with everyone from the show, including Ellen, were supportive and fun." But best of all, Spencer actually updated her post to say that she welcomes the lively debate in the comments and believes that all of the voices of her employees need to be heard. So of all the celebrities who seem to have forgiven the allegations against Ellen, Octavia Spencer is the only one that did not disregard the employees' experiences. She actually went on to say that speaking truth to power is the only way that change happens. Quote, "My truth is everyone was kind to me, from the PAs to the producers. So yeah, I want all those people to feel valued and heard. And no, people are not always kind to talent. I also believe that all the voices of her employees need to be heard, past and present." While some people following the scandal were frustrated that Spencer seemed to be playing both sides, she was still praised for her willingness to open up the dialogue. Number 3. Nacho Figueras. In an Instagram post, Nacho opened up about his friendship with Ellen and called on others with platforms to also come to her defense. The polo player insisted that he was waiting for someone with more authority to speak up about her character, but thought that he should just mention a time when he appeared on the show himself and called it a very well-run machine, saying that he'd seen Ellen treat people kindly both on and off her show, and mentioned the guy serving the coffee, the person in the elevator, the security guy, and the owner of the venue. Quote, "Everyone loves her because that's who she is. She makes the world a better place for millions of people every day." Nacho then tagged a bunch of other celebrities like Jennifer Aniston, Michelle Obama, and Lady Gaga to try and get them to speak up. The athlete finished his post insisting that if he's going to be criticized for defending someone that he thinks deserves to be defended, then so be it. But obviously, no matter how much celebrity power Ellen has to back her up, it all falls on deaf ears, considering that the allegations are coming from her employees. The call is literally coming from inside the house. Number 2. Sofia Vergara. The Colombian-American actress has appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show numerous times throughout the years, but as accusations of Ellen's racism began to surface in 2020, so did an interview that she did with Sofia Vergara, which included some pretty controversial jokes. The episode in question took place in 2015, during which Sofia and Ellen talked about the CoverGirl makeup commercial that they had recently filmed together. Ellen joked that she was always given the hardest lines because everyone knew that Sofia had trouble pronouncing the ingredients when describing the product. It's safe to say that a lot of people took issue with Ellen's comments, but Sofia posted on Twitter, "Two comedians having fun with each other to entertain. I was never a victim, guys. I was always in on the joke." Ellen was also accused of mocking her accent in several other interviews, but it's pretty clear that the Modern Family star didn't seem to find a problem with it and just thought that the whole thing was funny. Number 1. Portia Portia De Rossi. Okay, so this one is kind of a given, but Ellen's wife of 14 years has publicly backed her throughout all of the allegations of cruelty and continues to support her to this day. The two were on the cover of People together, and Portia ended up going on the Ellen show to celebrate her wife's 3,000th episode. The actress and model spoke out in defense of Ellen and shared a picture on Instagram that said, "I stand with Ellen," along with the show's mantra, "Be kind to one another." The caption of the post was, "To all our fans, we see you. Thank you for your support." With the hashtags "I stand with Ellen DeGeneres," "Be kind to one another," and "Stop bot attacks." No one was really sure what she meant by that last one, but you can't exactly put down all the online hate that Ellen has received to bot attacks. After the accusations of racism and bullying came out against her, it's a fair assumption to make that the internet is angry. In the aftermath of the controversy, Women's Day published an article saying that their marriage was irreparably strained and that the two were apparently only sticking together for the sake of Ellen's career. But although the rumors circulated online for a while, it was likely that there was no truth to them, considering the fact that the couple are still happily married to this day. Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.